Hey guys, this is Unit 7, Solutions, Acid Base. This is chapters 13 and 14 in the textbook. Last unit of the semester, yay! All right, so learning objective 1 is to differentiate between a colloid, suspension, and solution. So all three of these, colloid, solution, and suspensions. So all three are types of mixtures. Now, depending on what they are, so your colloid and solution are considered homogeneous mixtures. And then your suspension is actually a heterogeneous mixture. These three types of solutions are differentiated by all three of these are differentiated by particle size as well as their ability to scatter light. The ability to scatter light is called the Tyndall effect. So we're going to put this in this table to kind of explain the difference between the different types of solutions or mixtures, essentially. So the first is going to be just the type of mixture that we've got, and then we're going to differentiate these by particle size. The Tyndall effect, which again is that ability to scatter light. So the first one that we're going to talk about is a solution, which we have talked about before. Remember, a solution is a homogeneous mixture. The particle size of a solution is very small. These do not scatter light, so there's no scattering of the light in a solution. And an example of a solution would be like salt water, tap water. The second type of mixture that we have is a colloid. Colloid has medium particles, so medium particles are floating around in the solution. These do scatter light, so these have the ability to actually scatter the light that shines through them. An example of this would be like coffee, fog, jello. So just to be clear about this, yes, you can have a solution as a solid or a liquid. Like jello is more of it's more solidified. Fog is more in the gas phase. So solutions can be solid, liquid, or gas. That does not. So all of these types can be solids, liquids, or gases. The last type is a suspension. So just remember, like your solution, your colloids are more homogeneous. You can't see the difference and you can't pick out the pieces, see the difference in composition macroscopically. Whereas a suspension is going to be more of a heterogeneous mixture. You can pick out the parts in a suspension. This has the largest particle size. So the largest size particles, sometimes they scatter light. So this is a sometimes. And then an example of a suspension would be a snow globe, snowing, raining, or a precipitation. So like when a precipitation occurs, that would be considered a suspension, where a solid is forming in the solutions from the solutions essentially. Okay, so again, your three types of mixtures are solution, colloid, which are homogeneous. Okay, you can't see the difference in the composition macroscopically with your eyes. And then a suspension would be considered a heterogeneous mixture. And this would be like a snow globe or some snowing, that type of thing. Okay. The Tyndall effect is the ability to scatter light. Know that your particle size is smallest in a solution, largest in a suspension, kind of intermediate in a colloid. Colloids and suspensions will scatter light. Suspensions sometimes, especially if you've got the snow globe coming down. Examples of these are the things that you would want to be aware of. Okay. So again, this was learning objective 1. So this is learning objective 1. This is chapter 13. Differentiate between a colloid, suspension, and solution.